We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Texas Rangers and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's interleague baseball on the Show. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Now at the plate, Jared Sands, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Jared Sands.
First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted in the air to center field. Williams is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, Jeff Kavanaugh.
Standing in, Jeff Kavanaugh. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch of the at-bat. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
First baseman,
Now in the box, Ralph James. He's hoping to start this series a little better than the one he finished last time. He was 0 for 5 on Sunday. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Rangers strike first, it's 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
To the plate now, Eric Chick.
the right fielder, Eric.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Standing in now, Sean Shaw. Strike one to start the at-bat. Chick, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
At the plate now, Corey Major. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The set and the 1-0.
Nope.
Called a strike there, 2-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Two and 2 the count. High in the air out to center field. Williams is under it. And the inning is over. Zach Wolves will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Ready now, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
No, 2-1.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
2-2 the count.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Misses. Ball 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. In now, JT Realmuto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Out in front of it, strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Realmuto is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Rangers 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back in Philadelphia for the second, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
0-1, here's the pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Kingery ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Reggie.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on Gene Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
Into the box, Reggie Eppa, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. You see the great batting average coming in. Still without a home run, 9 driven in. The 0-1 delivery. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
This is pulled into right. Harper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And there's 1 down now.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates a pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. One out, nobody on. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. 3-1.
Outside.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Nick Williams becomes out number 2 this inning. Settling in now, Scott Kingery, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Ready for another chance? Jared Sands. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jared Sands.
Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The center fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jeff Cavanaugh. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And that's over. 3-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside. 2 out, nobody on. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rangers set down in order, but they're on top 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Zach Eflin. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Zach Eflin.
First pitch on its way.
Nope. Outside.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. The 1-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan? Whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games or all 81 home games, we've got a plan to suit every fan's needs. Stop by any stadium ticket window and talk to a representative today.
Gene Segura standing in, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Sands has a play. 2 gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Center fielder on the run, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. All set for the start of the 4th. Now at the plate, Eric Check. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Pull, that's inside.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent. Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Into the box now, Corey Major, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Rangers.
Striding in once again, Gavin Dawson. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Taken in by Gregorius. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Into the box now. Bryce Harper comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Get down, 1-1.
And that's taken up and in for ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase, But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, JT Realmuto. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Phillies down in order. It remains 1-0.
Leading off for the Rangers, the second baseman, PHI.
Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. 1 out.
The pitcher, number 20.
And now it's the Rangers pitcher, Zach Wools. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
1 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
In now, Jared Sands. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Jeff Kavanaugh. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season, as the Rangers have moved out to a 3-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping in now, Ralph James. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. So far this season, James is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Line towards center field. Williams is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 3-0 Texas. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
Chick is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Kavanaugh is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously an important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Chick. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Line drive to left. McCutcheon is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Corey Major. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. A ball and no strikes. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Now batting, third baseman, Gavin Dawson.
So coming to the plate, Gavin Dawson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Reggie Eppa, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, Dero, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
At the plate now, Zach Wolves. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Liner towards second. That's in there, base hit. Dawson rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
So now to the plate, Jared Sands, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Stepping up now, Jeff Kavanaugh. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
No balls and a strike to count. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Phillies nothing.